Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Talk about talk about bullshit. Holy shit. Um so the Broncos lost what 16-14 in a game where Gostowski misses 3 field goals. Well, he has one blocked, a PAT, and then at the end of the game, Fangio uses no timeouts. No timeouts to give his offense a chance to answer. And of course, Gostowski is going to make a chip shot field goal to win the fucking game. There's so much to digest here. I knew it was coming. As soon as the Titans got the ball back for that drive, my gut just told me this is going to end horribly. Just like all of those games early in 2019. Just Broncos lose by 2 fucking points and everything goes wrong at the end of the game. I'm gonna try to bring in Will Keys here. So be patient with me. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if we can get Will in live. Coming out of Duce. Will Keys coming in. We are live, Will. We are live on YouTube.
Are we live?
We are live.
Fuck. That's all I'd like to say.
Yeah. Will texted me several angry text messages while we were watching the Broncos implode at the end of the game. Okay, so before we really just rant about how much we hate Vic Fangio saving all of the timeouts, I will say...
do we get to use those next week?
Yeah, we just save them for next week, or...
Five timeouts in the first half against Pittsburgh. Great.
Yep, or you ice the kicker 3 times. Like, those are the only ways, only reason you save those GD timeouts. Here are the things that I think lost the Broncos the game, in no particular order, which I already tweeted. But the Melvin Gordon fumble, which gave Tennessee their only, at that point for most of the game, that was like the only red zone touchdown they were able to get. The Jerry Jeudy drops. The Broncos deciding to go for it on 4th and goal and not just take the points there. I don't hate that call. Like, I'm not saying I hate it, but it came back to haunt them. And then, of course, I would say doing nothing at the end of the game with the timeouts. That was a big one. And then challenge. Well, I guess the challenge gave the team a minute to catch their breath, but I didn't understand.
No, that's a good challenge because it was a pretty obvious play. You weren't risking a timeout, although, I mean, you might as well use it on something. And it gave him an extra 4 yards, which, given the choice between 4 yards and 0 yards, I'll take the 4-yard advantage there. But, yeah, I mean, it comes down to not only saving the 3 timeouts on the last drive, but having 2 possessions late in the fourth quarter and really not taking any time off of the clock. I think it was something like 51 seconds. They're aggressive. You know, Jerry Jeudy should have caught that ball and he probably wins the game there. Plus, like the deep ball to Deshaun Hamilton, I mean, it's hard to say it because you like the aggression when it works, and when it doesn't, you just second guess yourself and say hand the ball off to Melvin Gordon 3 times. But you know, we were making fun of Josh Allen yesterday for missing some pretty easy touchdowns, and then Drew Lock misses that wide open pass to Nick Vannett, and then just didn't put enough air under the ball to Deshaun Hamilton.
Yeah,
probably the game right there if they connect.
That's a good point. I forgot about the Nick Vannett thing. I blame Nick Vannett for being a slow white tight end more than I do Drew Lock in that situation, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, Drew Lock's got to connect when he has those opportunities. The Nick Vannett one really stings. Like, every quarterback has to be able to, I think, make that throw. That deep ball, you also want your quarterback to make. I get the probability is a little lower there, but that's also probably one of the biggest knocks on Drew Lock is that his deep ball accuracy is kind of erratic.
Yeah, wasn't there. Tried a couple times today, and and misfired.
Yeah, I think uh, trying to put a
God.
positive spin on this, it was it felt like the Broncos had control of the game and they just shot themselves in the foot
Yeah,
over.
no, it felt like they for the most part outplayed a team that went to the AFC Championship last year. And you know what's gonna happen. Like the Titans narrative, they win, okay, they're back, like they're the team that, made it to the Final Four last year. The Broncos had won that game and held. They're just gonna talk about, oh, that was a classic sloppy second Monday night football game. Doesn't really mean anything. The altitude, blah blah blah. And now we get to hear about the Gostowski redemption narrative, because he hit a fucking 10-yard field goal to win the game.
They
Uh,
actually let him kick the field goal in the end zone. They let him
I
go
thought they might
inside
just
the end
bring
zone.
out Brett Kern and drop kick it like Doug
Oh,
Flutie.
that
I
would
think
have been
Vrabel was on
badass.
that team. That might have been the move. But I mean, if we want to take you know, if we want to take a step back off the ledge here, because we've just seen this movie so many times, going back to the beginning of last season. But to put it into perspective, they played without a preseason. They played without Von Miller, Cortland Sutton,
Yeah,
KJ Hamler, AJ Boye for half the game, and then Philip Lindsay. Like they were down a lot of really important guys, and I think still battled pretty hard. I liked what I saw to Drew Lock. His numbers are a lot different if Jerry Jeudy catches those two passes. Um,
right.
so the actual play itself isn't anything to freak out about, but there's no excuse for the clock management. It's not like, that's something you need a preseason to get adjusted to. If you're a veteran head coach, and Vic Fangio has only been a coach for 17 games now, but going back to his time as an assistant and just all of his experience in football, you need to know how to use your timeouts in every kind of situation, and he totally failed there.
Yeah, I think uh, what I took away from what you said was that the Titans played with all of their best players, and the Broncos played with a lot of not their best players. Not they weren't there. It was not there.
Agreed.
They were not there.
I'm with
Uh,
you. I'm with you. It was like they were playing without Bradley Chubb too. He didn't really.
yeah, he
I
wasn't.
think he got his name called once.
Yeah, and I think like that was early. That was like the first or second drive. Him and Jeremiah Tauchu were bringing a little bit of pressure.
Right.
Um, but I guess after the fumble, Melvin Gordon kind of got things going. Like he looked pretty good.
He did. They kept running that sweep out of the shotgun formation, roughly 65 times in the second half, and it worked a couple of times. That 25-yarder was nice, and then they got something in the end zone at the end of the game. But
And
the fumble kills you.
yeah, no, that was a death knell. When Jerry Jeudy had the ball in his hands, when he wasn't
Yeah.
Gostowskiing the ball
Hmm.
with his hands, he looks really good. Like
He did.
he is. I guess he's faster than I thought he was. And
He's
he's
just
got
got
jukes.
quick feet.
He's got
Yeah.
jukes. So those that would be the positive spin. I've got a ton of super chats. I'm gonna just read through real quick because they're
Let's
starting
go
to.
for it.
I'm gonna start covering your face if I don't. Nate plays VG 299. Lock will improve. Defense played their heart out. Especially Josie Jewell, another bright
Yeah.
spot. I thought he played better. He lit up Derrick Henry, so that was
Yeah,
cool
that
to
was
see
like I
once.
thought he atwatered him there for a
Yeah.
second.
Did he atwater him or did he Okoye him? Is it getting
So
atwatered? What's
I
the,
think he get atwatered.
you get atwatered and then you are
Yeah.
an Okoye?
Yeah.
Is that the way to do it?
Especially like we got to check the size the size difference on those two guys. Very
Uh,
scrappy workman-like lunch pail type play from Josie Jewell. You catch my
right,
drift.
right. Okay, Chris McKay, $5 super chat. F, why no timeout, coach? Ah, so angry. I couldn't agree more.
Great
Didn't make
question.
sense. Chicken Genius 420. So that's a chicken that likes to smoke weed. No timeouts at the end of the game. Absolutely unacceptable. Agree. Aaron Lynch. Hey, I mean, what happened? I'm assuming we don't know, Aaron. Thanks for coming back, Aaron. We don't know what happened.
We're gonna try to explain it.
Christopher Stone, Titans fan. Good game. It was ugly, but hell of a game. Of course, you would say that, Christopher. You're a Titans fan. Uh,
It's always a hell of a game when you win.
yeah, it's so easy to say that, like when the other team puts up a good fight and then you sneak
Yeah.
away with the victory. Like, hell of a game, guys. We really stole that one from you. Let's see
Yeah.
here. Jory Weller, $5 super chat. McNichols running with no helmet after his neck was broken is when I knew the game was over. Is that the guy who had his helmet ripped off?
Yeah, Josie Jewell went for the face mask, and I mean, you gotta hand it to Jewell. Like, if you're gonna grab the face mask,
You
just
grab
end the
it.
play right there.
You grab it all the way off.
It's 15 yards either way. Let him tack it on.
Yeah. Reed Benson, $5 super chat. Unfortunately, it feels like last year. Yes, it really does.
Exactly like last year. Except, it would have made so much of a difference, I think, especially backed up at their own end for the crowd to be in the game.
Yeah,
I
the,
think
the
that
crowd
played a
could have
big
helped.
difference.
The crowd could have helped here. Let's see here. Brother Bean, Fant was great, but he didn't get the ball in the second half. That's true.
Right.
Kind of disappeared in the second
Yeah.
half.
81 yards in the first half. I don't think he was targeted in the second half.
Yeah, that sucks. Trulock stole $30 from me by not throwing 2 tutties. Now a Broncos fan will steal 5 more. Oh yeah, I'm stealing your super chat. Thank you, CJ KV. Muricy Scott, don't you think Fangio should have at least tried to freeze the kicker? 3 timeouts left. I mean, come on. Yes, maybe. I mean, he should have tried once.
I mean, in a close game like that,
You want
there
those?
should be no way you walk out of it with any timeouts left.
No, that's yeah. Like
It's crazy.
it's like going to Vegas and leaving
Right.
with money,
You bring those timeouts, you don't get to take them with you.
right? I think oh shoot, somebody said something earlier that reminded me of something I wanted to say. Fuck, Josie Jewell. Shit. Shit. Oh well, it'll come back to me. Um.
Oh, was it the King Henry crown jewel thing?
No, it wasn't a joke. It was an actual
Oh, an actual take.
yeah, it was an actual
we don't
point
have
I
wanted
wanted to
to
talk about.
Sorry.
It was like right
Yeah.
before Noah Fant not being involved in the second half there.
Right.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, we'll talk about this. Well, 2 things. One, Garrett Bowles,
Yeah.
no penalties for Bowles. Offensive line didn't look like too much of an issue, So
Yeah, you didn't get sacked. I think Wilkinson, the cracks were showing a little bit there at the end, but I think overall, like, you didn't hear Clowney's name later.
no, they were
in
really,
the second quarter, really.
and they were trying to talk about Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, they
Like-
wanted to play it up, and he just wasn't. That's his thing. Is like he just like kind of goes silent for long periods of time, and it felt like they didn't call a lot of holds that they could have against the Titans. And I would, when I watch the Broncos on offense, I'm really watching the quarterbacks and the receivers. I know you're not supposed to do that, so I can't really go back and say like they missed a lot of holding calls against Denver, but hopefully, if we go back and watch it, it evened out in some fashion.
Yeah, Clowney, I think it was the Drew Lock fumble when he fumbled the snap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy sack.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of like highlights on ESPN of like them crediting Jadeveon Clowney for making like a tremendous play there. Like, dude, he fumbled the snap. It was right in the backfield for him. He just ran in on a busted play. He didn't do shit. Was all my point there. The Titans, I guess that goal line stand from Tennessee was really impressive.
It was.
Your guy, Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, he was a monster. And then someone posted a clip of him telling Jerry Jeudy to get off the field, bitch, after his first drop, and now I don't like him anymore. I think he's mean.
Oh shit, he said that, huh?
Yeah, I went from thinking he's a good player to thinking now he's a big jerk. So good going, Jeff.
Wow.
Hope you're happy. You
Yeah,
ruined a young man's confidence.
the way he flexed after that stop too, I found very intimidating and
Yes.
emasculating. So I'm not a fan of him anymore. Broncos punter looked good. Sam Martin, better than Wadmania. Will. Oh shit! Did I lose Will? Did I lost Will? Will's frozen. Will is frozen in time. Good God, this this live stream is turning into the fucking Broncos game. Okay, got all these super chats here. I'll read them until maybe Will comes back here. $20 super chat from Skies JB. Ah, shat. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a shatting of the bed. I like how Will's face is just permanently frozen on on the screen. How long can we leave it up there? Aaron Lynch, another $10 super chat. Just a quick reminder that the last thing that the Oakland Raiders did was lose to the Denver Broncos. Sorry, got to keep the chat in check. So deal with that, chumps. That is true. That is very true. Ah, Will's back. Maybe. Oh, he moved. Let's see here. We got really fake Bernie Burns. Titans fan here. I'd still offer a first and second round picks for a first and 2 second round picks for McManus. Yes, I feel your pain, Tennessee. Maybe Gostowski bounces back. Maybe he'll be all right after this. We've seen him be a good kicker in the NFL. Like, that's just happened. But your luck with kickers right now, absolutely horrible. So I do feel a little bit sorry for your kicking situation. Is Will moving? Do we get Will back? Can you hear me, Will? Oh shit, nope. Drunk Nugget, it seems having no preseason really hurt you guys. If both Locke and Judge Jeudy had those game reps, I think it could have made a difference. Totally agree. Yeah, it's like week one, it almost feels like every NFL team sort of gets a pass for their fuck-ups. Like, it is the preseason, essentially. A lot of these teams need some time to work together. And as a Broncos fan, I gotta have hope that they can get better. Will's texting me. What do we got here? Yeah. I'm gonna end that call. Minus this. We'll see if we can call Will again. I know some more super chats are coming in. I will try to... There's a $50 super chat. Holy shit. You guys are giving me too much money. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's Skies JB again. Vic thought it was practice. He called them in the locker room. Vic Fangio. You're saying Vic Fangio thought it was practice, so he called the timeouts in the locker room. Sky JB, yes. I couldn't agree more. In fact, you give me $50, I'll agree with anything you say. Okay, so Sky JB giving me way too much money. My face is covered with super chats. I'm just trying to keep it together. I've got my newborn daughter sleeping downstairs. I can't yell too much. I would like to be yelling a lot louder right now. My wife is sleeping. I'm trying to let her sleep. And I'm trying to pretend like week one didn't matter. So I think, personally, I talked way too much shit on Twitter for all of those Gostowski misses. I don't think Titans fans would blame me for that. I think you would do the same thing in my situation. And it really just came back to haunt me. And I should know, like, anytime I get cocky on Twitter, it bites me in the ass. And it bites hard. Oh my god, why are so many super chats coming in? At least all this money will make me feel better. Yeah. The best way... Here, let me give you a piece of advice. If your football team loses in horrendous fashion on a last-second field goal, giving the game away, your coach doesn't do anything to help his offense, start a YouTube channel, go on a live stream, and just watch people give you money out of the kindness of their hearts. So the Broncos got to play the Steelers next week. Pittsburgh looked pretty good against the Giants. The Giants, I don't know if they're good or bad. So I think we'll learn a little bit more about Pittsburgh next week. We'll certainly figure out where the Broncos are. Maybe they get Cortland Sutton back. They also lost, I guess we didn't talk about A.J. Boye. He left the game. So they lose their starting cornerback. And they had an interception from rookie O.J. Mudia negated by a phantom Alexander Johnson penalty. They called him for hitting away from the play. He pushed Derrick Henry. He shoved him, and it negated an interception. The Broncos made a stop that drive, so I don't think it mattered in the long run. But just another thing that went wrong. I think we're getting Will back, guys. I think we're getting Will back.
I hear ya. I see ya.
I see Will. There's Will. Oh, boom. Look at that.
I'm back. I'm using my my mobile hotspot here.
We are pushing technology to the brink.
Yeah, another dropped connection, like Drew Lock to Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, boom. You had a lot of time to think about that joke, didn't you?
I did. If your Wi-Fi goes out for 5 minutes, you better have something cooking ready for when you get back.
Yeah, you had a backup plan, and it's working. Dude, we're getting so many super chats right now. I was saying the best thing to do if your team loses is start a live stream and just enjoy people giving you money. It takes away the pain. I'm gonna try to get through these. See if we get anything interesting going here. We got Sir Daddy 2 rolls 420. Fangio failed with time versus Jags and Bears 2. Did he mismanage those games, Will? I don't remember him mismanaging.
I remember those games. I don't know if there's really timing things, but 2 really bad roughing the passer calls at the end of those games.
Right, but it wasn't Fangio. Yeah, I
don't remember screwing anything up. I know the Chicago had 1 second left on the clock, which was very generous from the refs, and gave them a chance with a field goal at the end that they made. I'm not gonna chalk that up to Fangio unless anyone remembers otherwise.
So we both didn't remember that. Okay, so I think we'll cut him some slack for last year, I guess. We've got
a little bit.
We've got Austin Mario 13, but he's got a Luigi emoji. To quote urinating tree in response to Gostowski, Jimmy, get the gun. To put him out to pasture. We got Darren Campagna, $4.99. If they could not break my heart so much this year, that'd be great. But we're not off to a good start. Yeah, they're gonna.
What do you expect from this year, the year of our Lord, 2020? Do you expect things to go nicely at this point? Come on, we're 3 quarters into this year.
Yeah,
you gotta expect these things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the Broncos will get their shit together. They are.
Yeah.
They're
still talented.
They are the only team in the AFC West that. No, the Chargers lost. No, the Phillip Rivers is a cult now. Fuck, the Chargers. The Chargers won.
I feel like.
Wow,
I feel like the Chargers are just wherever Phillip Rivers goes.
Yeah.
In a way.
So the Broncos are the only AFC West team with a loss. That sucks. Gonna hear about that on social media all week. But... let's see here. G Money. $14.99. I want my money back. I don't know if you can get it back, G Money. I think that's my money now. Hentai Titty Hunter, $5. Overall, I don't think we should be too upset. It's week 1. I'm still excited to see our offense finally gel. I agree. They need some time to figure shit out. Broncos could have really used some preseason games. Like they said, they have one of the youngest teams in the NFL, average age of 25. So.
Right.
There's a lot of young players there. Did you think that Alexander Johnson penalty was bullshit?
I mean, the fact that they didn't show it is always a little bit suspect. And then I caught a clip
of him pushing Twitter. Henry,
and yeah, it looked like bullshit. Yeah. Because especially when the refs have to make up a penalty.
Yeah.
It's like pushing a player during the play or pushing a player out of the play. Isn't that like what
Yeah.
it's like called to like shed a block or to block someone?
Yeah, I don't know.
And he was just standing like around the line of scrimmage. You have every right.
Yeah, he ran out into the flat. You go up and you hit
Yeah,
him.
he
Players
just
do that
stood
all the
there.
time.
He was
Stupid.
within 5 yards, so
But it doesn't
uh,
matter because the Broncos ended that drive. And I think maybe
yeah,
that was one of Gostowski's misses after that.
he did miss it. Yeah, it would have been nice though for OJ Moody
Oh, yeah.
to come
Interception
down with
right
that
there.
interception. Yeah,
Because we could have
so
he could have won the Big Dick Player Award. He had a nice game.
could
And,
have,
and
he could
then
have.
he
Yeah,
got
and they
that
didn't.
pass interference, but
So they sacked Tannehill once. That was
uh,
Tauchu.
one
But
sack.
they really just didn't. They didn't get there. Like the play action slowed them down. They did a good job against Derrick Henry, but yeah, they couldn't finish it off. They're missing Vaughn, no question about it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people complaining about the Broncos not blitzing. Um, it's kind of how Fangio runs his defense, though.
The one time they did blitz with AJ up the middle,
Yeah, they
it,
got
yeah, it
pressure,
worked. That was
and
nearly an interception. And Tannehill, like, he lucked out of like
oh
3 picks.
yeah, he got lucky. Drew Lock got lucky with one of his
Couple,
throws, but
yeah,
Jarrell Casey he got a hit
pressure.
on Ryan Tannehill early. I don't know if it led to an incompletion, but that had to feel
Yeah,
nice
he
for Jarrell.
knocked down. He tipped a couple passes at the line of scrimmage too. That was kind of his contribution against his former team.
Yeah, I think the Broncos defense will be good again. They seem to really like when the Titans would get momentum and start to get into like the scoring part of the field. They clamped down. So it was like,
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to would you take if someone told you before the game that the Titans are going to score 16 points, would you take that
yeah,
and be confident?
yep.
You should.
And
Yeah.
what we talked about this year was like with the Von Miller injury, the Broncos offense is going to have to score more points every game.
And
That
they
did
put
not
up.
happen this time around.
It was frustrating because it felt like they were moving the ball, or they're getting guys open.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just translated to 2 touchdowns, and that was it.
Definitely got guys open. The Jake Butt shovel pass play call was kind of a weird play call on the goal line as well.
I don't hate the play call. I mean, it's better than just getting stuffed by Jeffrey Simmons
No,
again
I mean,
on a run play.
I think I was writing it as if that play works, it's a genius play call, and it doesn't work. You're like, why run that play there at that time? It felt like that was the kind of play calling they didn't like with Rich Scangarello, though. I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
And they ran like a very similar play against Detroit last year where Locke kind of keeps it to his right and then shovels it to Deshaun Hamilton. This time it was the tight end. And that the first time it worked, and then I don't know, maybe Tennessee saw that on tape, or maybe Simmons just blew up the middle to the point where it didn't matter.
Yeah, maybe you run that to the other side with Dalton Reisner and Garrett Bowles, where you have, I don't know, a little more power. Okay, I've got like
Maybe.
50 super chats up here. I'm just going to read
let's
them
get 'em.
as fast as I can.
The fastest 2 minutes.
The fastest 2 minutes in sports. Blah, blah, shabba, blah, blah. I still got a job. All right, down about 4.5 points in my fantasy football league. Thank goodness Justin J.K. Simmons got 5 solo tackles and 1 assisted tackles. Parker. Cool.
What kind of fantasy league are you playing with
That's
defensive players?
cool. That's
Respect
crazy.
them.
Ignition Night, $2. Would have loved having Manovich on the goal line. Yeah, we missed Jano a little bit. I was watching some highlights the other day, I think of Philip Lindsay, and so many of his plays seem to be sprung open by Janovich. All right. Brendan Meyer, Sam Martin made a couple great punts tonight. He's a real important X factor that can help them this year. Yeah, punter's been an issue for the Broncos. He took advantage of being at altitude, had some nice punts, backed up the Titans a couple times. Deontay Spencer, still not afraid to catch a ball at the 2-yard line, so that's cool. Let's see here. Armageddon 12, Gostowski was a system kicker. Oh, that's a great super chat. Prof Chaos. If Washington wins the Super Bowl, do they put football team on the trophy? Oh, I think so.
You have to.
I don't think they're going to, but let's deal with that scenario when we get a little closer.
I think we might be getting ahead of ourselves there, Professor Chaos, but it certainly would be chaotic.
It would, yes. Kimberly Carter. My 49ers lost too. Congratulations on having a baby and being funny. Thank you, Kimberly. And yeah, 49ers kind of got shocked as well. Austin Jones, 2 drops by Jeudy, overthrow by Locke, enough pressure on Locke, lost running back and MVP linebacker, interception that didn't happen, and Henry is a train. All of that is true. Jake Olson, a lot of pain. Can you reflect on some bright spots that Denver had this game? Bottling up Henry was badass to see. Keeping the faith. Go Broncos. Jake, I think we covered that early in the stream. So,
yeah, I mean, I'll say, like, for bright spots, I think you have to be encouraged by Drew Lock. I don't think anything he did other than, he missed the 2 throws, but other than that, like, he looks like the right guy.
He looks like a quarterback. John Burns, please don't keep talking about how a push led to a horrible refereeing call. After last night's call on the Cowboys late, we missed a call on LA earlier as our mom said 2 wrongs make a right.
That's true. That was a bad call.
Yeah. No, it was a bad call last night for the Cowboys. And I don't like to defend the Cowboys.
No.
So if I got to do that, it's like I just want the calls to be right. Like I don't care. Like we said, that Alexander Johnson one didn't affect anything, but make the right
Brandon,
fucking call.
What you have to keep in mind is it's preseason for the refs too.
Oh, that's right. Refs got to figure it out.
So it's okay that they missed 47 calls in every game this week.
That's right.
It's okay to not be good at your job because you had a vacation.
We got Andy. I'm tired of these Raiders fans acting like the W over Carolina is something to be proud of. Give this young team a chance to find identity. Fuck you, Tom Brady. Correct. A lot of Raiders fans here. That's all right. We'll see what happens when the Broncos and Raiders play. I'm not feeling confident enough to talk shit right now, so... No,
I'll just say, enjoy the win against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. Your defense still looks terrible, Las Vegas. Jorge Cardenas. I feel Elway and the lack of real ownership is killing this team. Same problems year in and year out. The problems, I think, go way beyond the field. You look like Tom Cruise a little bit, Jorge. We'll see.
A little bit.
Let's see here. Brandon Caudell. From one Brandon to another, you're funny as fuck. Love your content. Looking forward to seeing Drew develop. Good luck on the season. A Chiefs fan. Very kind. Yeah, I don't know how much John Elway had to do with the problems tonight, other than I'm sick graphic they had of him.
On Elway that's a little bit of a leap for me. I'd say, other than just like drafting injured players.
Yeah, a lot of Broncos. The Broncos had
that's where he screwed up today.
Rookies held out. KJ Hamler, Albert O, McTelvin Agim, I think. So, yeah. And we've got Hentai Titty Hunter again. You missed my 15 super chat somehow. I'm still going to throw money at you. I'm drunk. I love you and your vids, Brandon. Hope the baby and wife are doing well. Thank you. I read one of your other super chats. I think I got it in there. Maybe you missed me getting it.
Mr. Titty Hunter is drunk, admittedly. So
yeah. Let's see here. God damn it! Stop giving me money. I want to get out of here. Super chat from
stay here all night.
Kason Desheen. At least the offense got down the field, unlike last year having Flacco throw it away every other play. That's kind of true, and it would have gotten down the field more, without some of those mistakes. But yeah, they were able to move the ball. Had that $50 super chat from Sky JB. Vic thought it was practice. He called the timeouts in the locker room. Doing that again because he gave me $50. Travis Mustaine. Just writing his name in the super chat. Travis Mustaine.
What's up, Travis?
Aaron Lynch again. Raiders fans sit when they pee. Thank you, Aaron. G Money. Will Keys. Keys, question mark. Whatever, break up with Brandon to break the curse. We'll lose all the close ones until you do. Oh, you're saying Will and I need to break up.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
tough one. I don't
that's
think.
that is tough.
Well, it's been real.
Oh my God, I said stop giving me money and I got so much more money. Is that
If
how
he
it works
keeps,
in real life?
yeah,
If I
it is.
go,
It's classic reverse psychology.
yeah.
It's pulling a fast one on him.
Let's see here. Noah Uphold. Brandon, please tell me it's going to be okay. Noah, it's going to be freaking okay. Raiders fans giving me money, so that's good. That's a win-win. Okay, fuck. Okay, Otto von Bismarck, $5. Third down defense needs work. Davis tore apart the secondary on play action. Overall, a young team. Definitely some flashes of a playoff caliber team. Yeah, I think that's a good point about third down a little bit. I felt like the Broncos were really good on first and well, what I thought was the Broncos were stopping the Titans, and then kind of giving up a big play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you look at the goal to go situations where they stuffed him, and then Johnny Smith is wide open in
Yeah,
the end zone. I think that's a really astute point by Otto von Bismarck.
who's been
To
dead quite
Bismarck,
some time. Uh,
1815 to 1898.
I think there was a good point raised by ESPN there too that they're ready for the Titans to go for it. Um,
Yeah,
which, if that's true, I got to look at it again. They should have been. Everybody on Earth should have known that the Titans were not going to try to kick a field goal in that situation. So I don't know if that's true or not. If the Titans just ran hurry up again and kind of caught them off
they
guard.
were running
That
hurry up probably pretty
they
much the entirety of the
yeah
second half, and that comes down to there's no crowd noise because
yeah
you can make those calls at the line of scrimmage when there's no crowd. But if there is one, you have to huddle up and get in close so you can communicate with all 11 players. Otherwise, you just get lined up, call it at the line. There's no problem hearing the quarterback.
yeah the Broncos struggled defending
Makes a difference.
the hurry up.
I hope it evens out, but the Broncos do have like a very distinct advantage not only in the altitude, but they have a really loud crowd, and they missed it today.
Yeah.
No question.
All right, we're going to end this shit because I'm going to read these super chats and we're going to get out of here because it's late. Thank you guys for the super chats. We've got Professor Chaos. Do you have any more predictions on the Broncos? I have one. Von Miller will come back week 10 and will still get most sacks. That's a bold prediction.
I hope.
If Von Miller
I hope
comes...
he doesn't get the most sacks.
Oh,
If he only plays like 6 games.
that would be bad. I think he's going to get really good at Call of Duty. If he does come back, I think it will be like late December, January, and the Broncos will be making
If
a
he's
push for
coming
the
back,
playoffs.
that's a good thing because we're in the hunt at least.
Yeah. Dane Bassett, I bet $200 on that game, so I'm only giving you two. Fair enough, Dane. Skylar Strobel, why we didn't let McManus kick that 4th and goal. Yeah, that would have helped. I don't mind that play call, though. We kind of went over that. Justin Ward, NFL's graphics look like Madden 1999. What the fuck? Yeah, the Broncos carousel graphic. They've been using that stupid thing for
God
years.
damn it, dude.
It's like...
Every time with the fucking carousel. We get it. We haven't had a good quarterback for a long time.
Yeah, time to get rid of that graphic.
It's like the Browns. It's becoming the Browns jersey with all the names on it.
Yeah, that's true.
There it is.
Let's see here. Jory Weller, paying to keep you on here. LOL. Damn it, Jory. We had a $50 super chat from Rod Shaft. Oh, that's a cool name. I'm a lifelong Raider fan, but thanks to your incredibly entertaining content, I can say that the Broncos are now my least hated AFC West opposing team. Congrats on the new family edition. Love you, Perna. Thank you, Rod.
Because we're the only ones that lost this week.
Yeah, you're feeling good because we lost. Those are the best compliments that we get here on the channel. So appreciate that, Rod. RC Raider, did you see the dime car through that even Aguilar couldn't drop? Yeah, I did see that actually. The car played well. I mean, he had receivers open and he completed the balls to them.
He actually threw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Perfectly to Aguilar and then hit a long one to Henry Ruggs too. Give
him a little credit.
Carr played good.
I don't have a problem with Derek Carr either. Like, He just never
He
been
was
great
kind
enough
of
to. He's never been. He had one good season, so I just question him.
yeah. He's playing like a coward last season, just dink and dunk football to the extreme.
After he made that weird like banking commercial with his brother, I've always sort of liked him a little bit. Where he's in those like I don't. You remember that weird banking commercial?
I don't know which one. I'm
uh,
gonna be honest. I don't know which one you're
all
talking
right. Well,
about.
you'll have to look it
Might be
up.
a-
Okay, really fake Bernie Burns.
Can't
By the
believe I
way,
missed it.
current ESPN line under the game on the app that Titans Evans ejected for punching Broncos butt. Oh yeah, we forgot about the ejection.
Yeah.
Ah, that's great. That's a great headline from ESPN. I'm sure we'll never get tired of the Jake Butt jokes. Dr. Gankenstein, so tired of Fangio, same crap, different year. Jeremiah made me feel a little better about missing Miller a little at the beginning. A little at the beginning, that's probably accurate. He had like 2 pressures early. I'd say give Fangio a chance. I'd say the game mismanagement is a huge gaffe,
Yeah.
but other than that, I've been pretty high on him as a coach. Daniel Chavez, how do you feel about that play by Pat on 3rd and 7 going for Hamilton in the end zone when we just needed a field goal? I think we had 3 minutes left. Will and I said we liked them taking the shot there. Just sucks that Locke missed the throw. Another Raiders
He
fan.
was open, so like if it
Yeah.
was the right call because clearly it was one-on-one coverage and
Yeah.
Hamilton beat him. It just came down to didn't make the throw.
You got him open. It would have been a huge play if he connects. Yugsav, Raiders fan. Brandon, Locks, cock shirts going on discount, son, Perna. Oh, you mean these shirts?
Not
Never
yet,
going
baby.
on
Not
discount. Not until Drew Lock is retired. Timothy Blahat. No need to panic.
We're gonna
A lot of injuries in week 1 with a young team. And we did it. Oh, we did. I'm not doing any more super chats. I'm not doing any more. I love you guys, but I got to get out of here. I got to tend to
I'll
my
stay on.
family.
It's only 11 o'clock for me here, so
Yeah, well,
I'll hold it down for about an hour more
you're
if
a,
you guys want.
you're a young man, Will. You're a young gentleman.
I'll go wee into the morning. I don't have a child.
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
This channel is my only son.
And you will raise it. You will raise it to be the man that
I'll
neither
raise
one
it.
of us could
I will
ever
raise
be.
it as my own.
Yeah. We'll be back. We'll have a game recap up tomorrow, our podcast. We'll say a lot of the same
Yeah,
shit,
podcast
slightly
as well.
different. But thank you guys for jumping on here. Appreciate the support. We love you. Sorry the Broncos fucking tore our hearts out and spit in our eyes. Because that's what they
Again.
did. The spit was just so we didn't have to cry our own tears.
Like Bill Romanowski.